Hello, Avid About Adventure family. In this episode, we're starting off at Bass Pro Shops Outdoor World. Wow, right? This place is really an adventure, and we honestly haven't been back here many times since we've been kids, so it's a really good memory jog. And as we were here, we're just realizing that there's so much to do here. Now, to the left of us is what we're going to get into a little later, but we first wanted to show you the aquarium. On the aisle right to our left-hand side, you can see there's rods above, and then you can also see the different hard baits that they have. They have black ones, silver ones, green ones, blue ones, and you can even see the prices. And yeah, we just wanted to give you a good look of that. And here's the aquarium. That's John's bait and tackle. And then they have a big shark right beside it. And there are all the various fish. So we are done with that. We're going over here to check out the swim baits and some of the soft baits. So we'll let you see that. A proud South Carolina tradition, fishing. So in the back of Bass Pro Shops, there is this display of reels, and they have some rods up as well. And it's a really nice display. I love the wood that they have on it, and then the glass casing. But overall, it's really nice. This is actually funny because we didn't realize that the aisles were split between saltwater and freshwater. And so if you look up ahead, there are signs in the shapes of bobbers that specify that. Comment down below if you have a habit of going down aisles without reading the sign. White River Fly Shop. This place was like something out of a movie. But no, I'm just messing with you. This place was really nice overall. I like how this table was set up with the lamps. It was like a nice place to sit and chat with friends or play cards or read a book. And just in general, this whole place, I would say it's a place where like they had really nice finds is what I would call it. Bobby and I were looking at the vest here, and we were basically, I think he was saying something along the lines of, if enough of you were in support of it, then we would get vest and go out and fish with them. And then they had some nice sun stoppers beside them, and just a lot of other things like nets, various bags, and yeah, we'll just show you everything else that they have. And I finally figured out what this fish reminds me of. When I was younger, my aunt used to have this fish called the big mouth billy bass. And I remember one of the songs it would sing was "Don't Worry, Be Happy." If any of you are familiar with that fish, let us know in the comments. And we're off to our next stop. We really enjoyed it here, so we'll be back soon. Now we're at Inlet Rocks Bait and Tackle, and Bobby has the live fiddler crab that we picked up in his hand. We had intentions to pick up live shrimp, but the gentleman said he sold out that morning. And what we're showing you now is the tank that he stores the crabs in. And it's a really nice setup. Overall, we really enjoyed it, and we definitely recommend stopping by here. Now it's off to Huntington Beach State Park.
Look at these little critters we got. We're going to use these for bait today. Yummy. I low-key want to eat one of these things.
Oh, I'll go ahead and let you have yours. Now we're exiting the North Beach access and we're starting our walk to the jetty, and we put together a time lapse to show you some interesting things along the way. Water is so cold. Look at all these cool shells, y'all. They actually have I don't want to misquote what it is, but there's some type of tree up ahead. It's right up there, and we're going to show you that as well. So this is the tree that I was talking about. I don't know, this might be like a shrub, but as you can see, there are shells all over it. It almost looks like a beach Christmas tree. Bobby and I are about halfway there. You can probably start to see parts of it, parts of the jetty now. This is the second tree. I think this is what I meant earlier when I said it looks like a Christmas tree. I was thinking about this one. We finally made it.
Walking along to the jetty in this clip, you see us just kind of taking in the scene. You got the houses in the distance. The water looks beautiful. Just enjoying the time that we have in that moment, and trying to show you things we don't really take for granted these days anymore, especially when our time is limited with so much other things going on in our lives. It's very euphoric to be able to go out there and have a chance to fish, because not everybody has that. So very grateful for that, and to be able to live here.
Okay, this time we have things down packed, everyone. I know I talked to you all about this reel in the last video, but this is a close-up of that new reel that is probably better quality. I'll put a picture up of what the old reel used to look like when I broke it, and so you can see and compare it with this. I forgot to show you all this. So that day my Wakeman reel broke. I didn't have a backup. I only had that one rod and reel at the time. So we went to Bullinose and picked up this Sea Striker rod and reel. And it's pretty good. I haven't used it in a long time, but yeah, this is what I picked up.
To another episode with us today. Unfortunately, for this episode, I'm having to do voiceovers because I forgot to press the button on the mic. In this clip that you see here, I am showing you my rig. It's a basic Carolina rig. I'm just putting on this diddler crab, as I so elegantly put it. This scene right here, I am showing you the diddler crab in my hand. The one I previously showed you snapped off my line in the water that I threw because we're on the jetty and all the rocks were annoying. It was very interesting to deal with all that stuff.
This time I'm not going to be struggling to put together this new rig. I have things down packed now. So, or at least I think I do. See how smooth that was? The last time I was struggling. Of course, we know one of the reasons why is because it was really cold, but this time we got things figured out. And this here that I'm tying is a bottom rig with 2 hooks. This nice guy, we meet a lot of nice people out here. This nice guy gave me, what is it? Let me read what it says. A circle hook rig. It's size 1 with 2 hooks on it. And I'm going to use that. He gave it to us when we were at the Cherry Grove boat ramp and park. So like I said, I'm going to use that. I didn't have the chance to use it in the past, or I chose not to use it just because. Whoop, I'll fall. Well, that wasn't as smooth as I thought it would be. I tied a swivel up there, and I forgot that I already have a swivel tied to my pre-tied rig, so you might not be able to see it, but there's a swivel already tied to my pre-tied rig, and I'm just gonna do a double tie to that, a double knot tie to that. What I am also gonna show you is the fiddler crab we purchased. So if you remember earlier, we stopped by that bait and tackle shop, and we picked up some fiddler crab there. I mean, you already saw them, but here is the little container he gave us, and you can see all the crab in here. And yeah, I'm gonna try to hook one. I've never done this before, so I'm hoping that I don't get pinched. Um, but yeah, the goal is to try to maybe catch a sheep's head with it, with that bottom rig. Trippy, this is trippy. All right, let me grab one. Okay, I wasn't squeamish about this at first, y'all, but now I kind of am. But we're gonna go in for it. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm gonna actually bring this over so you all can see it. I was low key chickening out. I didn't want to show you me picking one up, but here it goes. Nice little crab.
I got my weight way too close to my hook, but I'm going with it today.
You'll catch something. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna actually let you all see this once I'm able to untangle it. Okay. So yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping you all can see this, but two fiddler crabs tied up to it. Got them hooked pretty well, I believe, so I'm gonna cast it out. So does Bobby. Okay.
Oh, you doing two this time?
Yeah, that's that rig. This is that rig that guy gave us, that pre-tie rig.
I changed my weight.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What size?
Oh, it's a one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This scene I'm showing you again, just my rig. Switch back to a pyramid weight. I did end up using round weights or ovular shaped weights because I thought maybe that would cease the amount of times that I was getting stuck on in between the rocks with my line. And it did not happen that way, but it's okay. Later on I did figure it out towards the end, but hopefully you'll see that. I know that I mentioned my frustration a lot in this video, but the positive side to this is it's a learning experience to come out here and deal with the rocks this way, so we can figure out how to better handle that next time we go out there. But also, it's still a beautiful place to be at. The water was very, very beautiful, especially the scenes behind us. It's like a marsh, very beautiful. Fun fact about fiddler crabs. They are what is known as ecosystem engineers. They're important for coastal ecosystems by burrowing, which aerates the soil and creates habitats for other organisms.
So I don't know what these are called. Oh, this right there, it's right in front of my face. Bobby picked up some 10x Tough Z-Man Moltron Slam Shady from Bass Pro Shops. So I'm gonna try that out on my Carolina rig and see how that does. Man, bro, I thought I had a fish, man. Just great. Freaking seaweed everywhere, bro.
You know what? No one else is having that problem, bro.
Nah, cause I
It's
saw
just us.
my line was getting dragged over there, and I was like, maybe that's a fish, but nah, you're right. I'm just saying, like that's what.
No,
Look,
I wonder why.
Finally managed to get some casts in. Um, I don't know if you noticed, but I did struggle a bit to get that first cast back in from the water. I was reeling it in and it was getting stuck a little bit on the rocks. You might not see it quite that much because we cut some of that stuff out, but yeah, it happened a lot. So
not sure how obvious it is, but we were basically over it at this point, trying to fish. That is, as Bobby so elegantly put it, we are definitely thankful for the privilege to be out in nature, specifically at the beach, and just being able to enjoy the scenery in every part of God's creation. That's something we definitely see as a privilege and are thankful for. But along with that, as you saw, we weren't catching any fish. That's one of the main reasons why we came out there. And we were constantly getting our lines snagged in the rocks. And then seaweed was a thing. Also, we had that 1+ mile coming up to get back to the parking lot. And we actually used the fitness app to track the walk. So we'll put a screenshot up of that for you all to see. But overall, like I said, we're thankful for it. I will mention that we weren't the only people out there not catching anything at that specific time of day. Basically, everyone else out there was going through the same thing. There was only one other person that caught something, and it was either a sheep's head or a black drum. But as I mentioned, we are very thankful that we had the opportunity to even be out there and just see so much beauty in nature.